Crosstrain here, just coming to you today from World of Tanks, and bringing you a game today of my Type 59. It's a game I had a couple of days ago. We are on Windstorm, and makeups of the teams are pretty similar, pretty heavy, or not very heavy, excuse me. Neither team has just an overwhelming amount of heavies in top tiers, with the exception of the IS-6 on the other team. Top tiers are not heavies, so it's a pretty decent matchup. In fact, it's as good a matchup as I can get with the Type 59. It does get preferential matchmaking. I know most of my clanmates get very jealous when they see that I'm playing my Type 59, because most of them don't have it, because, well, either they weren't playing or they never picked it up back when you could actually pick it up, which you cannot do anymore. It is one of those rare tanks now. I was just fortunate. I think the last time they sold it, actually, I put it up. I've also had a great deal of luck with this tank in the sense that I probably get as many ace tanker badges in this tank as I do in just about any tank, except for possibly my KV-1. As you can tell by the title of this, I do pick up an ace in this eventually, and I think it's my third or maybe my fourth ace in this tank. So really do enjoy the tank. I don't really play it all that terribly much, but oftentimes when I do, I just really enjoy it. So I'm taking up a center position here on this map, just waiting to kind of see how things shake out. Our heavies as normal down in the south, going through the town and across the bridges. We've got lights, TDs, kind of spread across the north part of the map. We are very light here in the middle. This Pershing, for some reason, charges ahead. I bounced one right off this. Maybe I missed him. I'm not even sure. Maybe I missed him. But this Pershing, rather silly of him to, even though he does get the kill on that CDC, it's kind of silly to just basically he gave himself up there. Our 1357 goes up and gets picked apart by the E25. The E25 he's a one shot for me. I know I'll take a shot going around the corner, but I also know that I can finish him off by doing so, so I decided to trade 125 hit points for the kill on the E25. So the middle of this map is now cleaned up. Now the other team's got a slight lead there. They got a 7-5 advantage. I'm trying to, my thinking here is to get across into town and try to help on these tanks, but as I'm getting over there, they take out another one of our tanks, so all we have is one tank left. And as much as I hate to leave our area, which is Tinkerbell, alone, all that would have happened if I had gone over there and tried to intercede. By the time I got there, obviously they were dead, and there's 3 tanks at least over there that I can see. So I decided, my apologies to Tinkerbell, but I decided that the better part of valor would be to just leave that one be. So here we go. The ISU and the IS-6 are both rolling in behind me from town. You can see they're both looking at me, so I decided to back off. And there's still a T-150 unaccounted for, so I back off to where I'm not going to take one of those shells from that ISU-152, and decide that what I want to do is try to flank them. So I back off and to go around them this side, and whoa, hello, there's the T-150, and this poor guy. I'm staying in close here so that he can't really do anything, and you'll see this poor guy bounces 2 or 3 shots off me, and I just basically got him in rate of fire, and so make relatively short work of him. In the meantime, that ISU-152 did come over to try to pick me up. And you'll see he got taken out by our Arty. There's his corpse that I'm getting ready to drive past. So that leaves just the IS-6 stranded all alone on this way. He's obviously got his mind singularly focused on getting into our cap, so I say thank you very much. I'll take some of that. After that little encounter in the middle and in the city, I'm already at 2,100 damage. Excuse me. I was at 1,500 damage. Now it's 1,750-ish. And for the time being, I'm content to just kind of stick behind and shoot this IS-6 in the butt. He is now faced off against our T-20. Obviously there he took out our Arty. There's 3 enemy left versus this T-20 who never left our base and was not AFK. He was sitting there. I'm not sure exactly what he thought he was doing from an effectiveness purpose, but the beautiful thing here is this IS-6 is singularly focused on this T-20, which, again, this IS-6 is not a statistically very good player. A 215 win 8, but he was silly to continue to focus that T-20, a tier 7 medium over the IS, or the Type 59 that I have. And I'm just kind of trying to stay out of his guns width and try to get around this tank, and I just cut right into him. So I know I'm going to take a shot here, so I say, that's okay. Take the shot, roll really low there and leave him on. I would have left him anyways, probably, but anyways, he should have focused me right there, folks. Always focus out the more dangerous opponent, and he didn't. So that worked out good for me. So now I know that taking out the IS-6, I have a T-20 left, and I've got the Arty left. Again, I know the T-20 is not statistically a very strong player, but I have no idea where he is. He's been spotted the last time he was way over in the north central part of the map. So I'm just kind of deciding I'm going to cut through the middle and see what I can find out, and well, there he is. So I came up and found him, and he for some reason decides to come after me. Shoots over my hull. I have get him auto-aimed here, even though you see Arty was fired in on me. But I did auto-aim just so I could back up and push forward on him as I was reloaded. And that's how you make really quick work of a full health T-20. What I'm doing right now is just trying to get out of the way of this Arty's next shot. He did try to drop one on me when I was engaged with the T-20 there, and missed because I was moving backwards and forward, and he had me moving backwards. So, speed this replay up just a little bit, as I'm going to try to just change course, try to maybe... I'm figuring that he's thinking I'm going to come right through the middle, so I'm gonna cut across to the north here and see if I can get a different angle. If he's up in a normal Arty spot, he's going to be an A7, A8, A9, somewhere in there. You can see I've got 3,946 damage already. You can see there's a nice chat going on in the game. Players accusing each other of sucking and so on and so forth, but that's the way. Welcome to the world of tanks, right? He was, in fact, expecting me, as you can see, to come through the middle. So I put one in his side. Even though I take 100 damage when I ram him, I am able to finish him off for the final kill of the match. So it is always gratifying and satisfying to take Arty out. Sorry, any of you who watch this who love to play Arty, but for those of us that are non-primary Arty players, it's really, really nice to be able to do that. So let's take a real quick look at the post-game stats. So as you can see, this was in fact an ace tanker badge for me. As I said, I think it's my 3rd or 4th in this tank. But this is a really good round. Really just kind of waiting out and seeing as the battle developed, and just flexing as much as I can to try to put my gun into play on whatever flank or whatever piece of the battlefield needed me, which is one of the beautiful things you can do with mediums and the lights, quite frankly, as well. I did pick up a high caliber here. And again, you can see the list of hits and damages and assists and spots and stuff that I had here. Go to the team score page. You can see this is a whopping 1,541 base XP, so that's a big game. 5 kills, 4,376 damage, and again, all those badges that I picked up. So that was pretty effectively is probably as close to a carry as I get anyways. Really outworked a lot of the rest of the team. So, but again, I was top tier, and as you saw from, at least from an XVM perspective, there wasn't a ton of talent in that match. So here you see I took 23 shots. I penetrated, or I hit 21 of the 23, and I penetrated 20 of the 21. I did fire. Particularly when I was up against that IS-6, just because they are a little bit bouncy. I did fire a bunch of premiums, so I was spent 51,000 on ammo and 4,300 to repair, but my net, or my gross, was 137 that I earned, so I still netted a nice 81,000 plus credits for this win. It was a times... No, actually was it a time? Yeah, it was a ×2 for the day, so it was a little over 5,000. That includes a couple of personal mission payouts and bonus for premium tiers and stuff like that. So 5,086, that's always nice to get. But so yeah, this is a really good game. I do love this tank. I should play it more often, but I just, for whatever reason, I just don't pick it up that much. But I do enjoy it, and so I wanted to bring you this replay, and hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment in the comment section. I'd love to talk to folks who watch my replays. So you see anything there I could have done better? I'm sure there's lots of things I could have done better, but love to have your feedback if you got it. If not, I look forward to seeing you on the battlefield. Until next time, this is Crosstrain from World of Tanks, and peace.